Questions for the president, frankly, at the Rose Garden. First, if there are tapes, as he tweeted about, where are they and will he release them? And two, if the president believes James Comey lied under oath, then will the president testify under oath about it? That is something that you are already hearing talk about today on Capitol Hill. It seems as though Democrats are asking about whether the president will testify. Republicans want this to essentially go away. They want to focus on their GOP agenda. I want to bring in my panel now, Michael, Kristen, Eli. Michael, I want to start with you because you are a former House Intel Committee staffer. You watched the testimony, I am sure, on Thursday, just like the rest of Washington. Where would you go from here?
Well, I certainly think that Mueller has a lot of things coming his way. One, I think it's inevitable that he's going to have to send over an interrogatory or some kind of inquiry to the White House to say, was there a taping system or was there not? He's also going to have to talk to a variety of other players in the White House to be able to see what was in the president's mind when he fired Comey. I think we've got a lot of evidence about what was in his mind. He was upset about the Russia investigation. But I think this is key to building a report that he'll eventually have to do to the Congress about whether obstruction of justice is present. I think it's not just enough of what Comey said yesterday, although that was incredibly useful and probative, as lawyers would say. But he's got a roadmap coming, and I think that he will proceed with pace.
So Comey, Michael, said plenty yesterday, obviously, in his nearly 3 hours of testimony. But he also talked about something that the president didn't say or didn't talk much about, and that is essentially Russian interference in the election. Listen to this moment, and then I want to get your take on the other side.
Did the president, in any of those interactions that you've shared with us today, ask you what you should be doing or what our government should be doing or the intelligence community to protect America against Russian interference in our election system?
I don't recall a conversation like that.
Never?
No.
Do you find it odd?
Not with President Trump.
Right.
I attended a fair number of meetings on that with President Obama.
Do you see this coming up again, Michael, down the road?
Yeah, I do. I mean, it's sort of troubling in that the president is not asking a lot of questions, doesn't seem. In fairness, I guess, if you want to put it in the best light for the president, he did get a briefing on that the Friday or 2 Fridays before he was inaugurated as president. Remember, there was a lot of buildup around whether he would accept the judgment of the intelligence community. But yeah, I mean, I would like to know what he's doing about it. Russia's not our friend. I mean, they may have been for Trump and the election, but they don't love Trump any more than they like any other American politician. They're sort of a kleptocracy. They want to portray democracy as disordered for their own purposes so it doesn't spread to their neck of the woods. And so I think inevitably the president's got to double down and seize upon Russia as a foreign policy, national security issue, and not just as a distraction to himself.
You talk about sort of politicians' reactions here to all this, Michael, and we are getting a lot of that